Miss 365. So I want to talk about opioid dependency. I know it's a lot of button heads with the term opioid addiction and opioid dependency, and a lot of you may feel like you're being called addicts, not just by the medical community, but also by some of us in the sickle cell community. My perception of opioid dependency, I'm going to give you an explanation. So in the sickle cell community, in pediatrics, they introduce you to very hard medicine, like the morphine, like the Tylenol #3, like the Vicodin, like the Dilaudid. They introduce the babies, these kids, to this medicine so that by the time that they turn 18, they're going to require a very high dose of medication. Normally, it's higher than, of course, the average person, and they've been on these narcotics for so long that now at 18, once they hit adulthood, their bodies are used to it and they need a higher dose of medication. So going into adult care, it's of course extremely different, which is a completely different topic, but now you're dealing with the dependency on the medication to be able to function. I, in particular, I'm going to use myself for an example. So, of course, I take oxycodone for pain. I take it as needed. However, when it gets to a point where I'm really hurting, I try to go as long as I can without taking any pain medication, but sometimes it happens. So when I'm at the point where I'm finally taking the medication, sometimes, half the time maybe, I feel like exactly 4 hours later, the pain comes back, and it comes back harder. It comes back more intense. And to me, I feel like now that I've taken it again, now my body has become dependent on it. Now I need it because I need to be able to function. I need to be able to do things. I got to get stuff done. Everybody knows when you're sick, life doesn't stop. So with taking that medication like that, to me, sometimes it makes my pain worse. And I really just try not to take it at all. But it's sickle cell disease, so it happens. But taking those medications, your body just becomes dependent on it. And it's not necessarily to say that we're addicts, but we have to find a better approach to disease management. I think if we had a better disease management plan, then our pain management plan would be less intense. It wouldn't be to the degree that it is. A lot of us are not only taking pain medication every day, but we're taking it like it's vitamins. We're taking it around the clock. And some of us have to. You do what you have to do. However, I think as a community, we need to be able to manage the disease better, as mentioned before. I really wanted to touch on opioid dependency and give you guys something to think about as it relates to the pain medication that you take as often as you do. Talk to your doctor about microdosing. I wouldn't suggest that anybody come off cold turkey. So just think about it, guys. The difference between opioid dependency and an addict. Take care, guys. You guys have a beautiful rest of your week.